The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buffaloes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's King. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. And oftentimes you're recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. On first down, here comes this offense. They're testing the right side here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to pass. A strike downfield. And the defense drags him down.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. Leaves it with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
You start day 1 training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. The give out of the gun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffs. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Colorado 7, Georgia Tech 0.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking downfield, it's King. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Haynes.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Pulls it in. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 82.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got enough for the first. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive game.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Looking to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking for a man, it's Kane. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Haynes. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quick completion to the right. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits and makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
The aerial assault continues. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Smashes in between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry-up. The play action fake. Keeps the play going. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 20, Georgia Tech.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Back to pass. It's King. Might be looking to run. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And they can't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes. And they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan. And the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Makes the grab. It's Haynes. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the free 5 yards, 1st and 5. To the air, it's King. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 8.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 40. And he breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Can't get him to the ground.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll leave it with him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Motion from the offense. Quarterback keeper. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Barrels ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on